Angela Rose home, and this is my kitchen. This kitchen. It's crazy to think that just 5 months ago this kitchen was just something in my head. When I was dreaming up this kitchen, I knew I wanted something that felt unique, that felt custom, that felt high-end, and I knew that I wanted it to be moody but still bright and clean. So like, how can I mix together all these elements into one and do it affordably and do it in a way where my followers and other people can relate and it can give them ideas for what to do in their space. And for me, when I design a space, I need to have something that kind of like sparks my interest, some like magical element that just kind of gets my heart pumping. And I knew I wanted this moody color, and I knew that I really wanted to make that color shine, but it wasn't until I was walking through this slab yard looking at different stone, and when I saw this backsplash, my heart stopped and I was like, oh, I think I cried, and immediately I could just see these stormy waves and these billowy clouds, and it brought together this whole moody kitchen with the stormy waves, and it just all kind of came together. I wanted to bring in some warmth of the wood tones, and I wanted to bring in some clean elements with like the black to kind of break up some of that marble with the light. But basically, I wanted this kitchen for people to look at it and for it to scream, like, that's Angela's kitchen, and it's unique and I love it and it's one of a kind, but it also felt relatable, and I think that I did that. One of my favorite things about this kitchen is the fact that I was able to keep my existing cabinets in almost all the same places. I moved some things around, added some things, but I'm taking an existing kitchen and I transformed it into something entirely different. Just a couple days ago, when I finally completed the kitchen, I'm speechless just thinking about it, right? And that is very hard to happen for me to be speechless. But I kind of stepped back for a second, and this happens to me at the end of every project, where I stepped back and it was quiet. My kids were out of the house, and I just had this moment where I was taking it all in. And I started crying. I started just bawling like a baby because I envisioned this kitchen in my head in January, and I built it with my 2 hands, and I think it's beautiful. And I think it looks, has so many textures and elements and things that just kind of make your eyes move around the room. And I described it to my followers, like it looks like a feast for my eyes. Like everywhere I go, I'm like, click, click, click. There's all these moments that kind of just make my heart jump, and I'm absolutely thrilled with how it turned out. Working with Nieu Cabinets has been an absolute dream come true and the absolute perfect marriage, okay? I have been looking for years for a company that solved the exact problem I was looking for. You've got existing cabinet boxes. They're in decent condition. You want a nice kitchen. You don't need to rip out all of your cabinets. You can keep what's there, and then you can put new door fronts on them. And so when I kind of started talking with this company and we started coming up with me designing my own cabinet line, it was perfect, because what I do is I take spaces that are existing and I come up with a way, affordably and relatably, to entirely change the look and get a custom look kitchen, but on a budget. And so when I was working with them, I said, I want to develop a cabinet line that looks like those magazine-worthy, custom, high-end designer looks, but in everybody's home. And that's exactly what we did. And then I took these cabinets, you've got this shaker style, I slimmed down the profile, I slimmed down the rail, and it's so sleek and timeless, but updated and modern, and I love the clean look. And then on top of that, I wanted to introduce some new colors to their collection that I'm seeing right now. And so I introduced some of these moody colors, and this color that I have in my kitchen, okay, we named it Dream Dusk, and it's exactly the thing that dreams are made of. It's this really nudie, deep gray with these blue-green undertones. It took me, I'm not joking, about 30 samples to get the right color, but when I got it, I was just dancing around my house, this is perfect, this is perfect. So working with Nieu has been my dream come true, And I feel like it's making it so that everyone else can achieve these looks that they see in the magazines, these designer high-end looks, and they can get it in their own homes affordably, using the cabinets that they have, using IKEA, using something that they've built. They don't have to rip everything out and buy whole custom kitchens. They just get the custom doors. So why do you reface instead of replace? Because it's not really necessary to replace the whole thing, right? I have just lived through a 5-month kitchen renovation, and guess how many days I was actually out of a kitchen? Maybe just 1. I kept everything pretty much in the same place, and I was able to use everything and not have it be this entirely huge upheaval for my family because I was using what was here. Why rip out something that's good when you can keep it and you can totally change the look just by replacing the fronts? I feel like not only is it affordable, but it just makes sense when you've got good bones there and you can just reface by adding new doors and completely change the look. It opens up a whole set of possibilities for people. And then, heck, if like in 3 years I decided I want to completely change my kitchen again, I could do it, you know? It's like, you would paint your nails different colors like every month to switch up your cabinet doors every month too. Teasing, I'm never switching this kitchen, it's perfect. Are you nervous to try your kitchen? So is everybody. Guess what? The hardest part is just that first step, right? Usually we're standing in our own way. Once you get going, you realize you can figure it out. You've got it. And on top of that, with new cabinets, there's no reason to be scared because they have the tools and the resources to help you. They have designers that you can talk to. You can face-to-face with them, be getting all these plans for your kitchen. They can walk you through how to measure everything. There's guides, there's videos. Any excuse that you can think up in your head, they can help you overcome it and make it happen. And so pretty much, it's just kind of that original, initial first hurdle of, oh my gosh, I'm scared, I don't know where to start. Here's the secret to projects. Like, you just start. And you're gonna figure it out as you go, and there's people to help you along the way, and then when you finish, you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, this is awesome. I'm so proud of myself. I did it affordably, this looks great, and you're gonna look at it and you're gonna love it that much more for putting in the work and making it happen. So many of us sit around just kind of waiting for, well, when I get my next house, maybe I'll have that dream kitchen. Well, maybe when I get this job. Well, when this like relationship situation changes. And we're just waiting and waiting and wondering and wondering. Like, the time is now. The time to do things is now. The time to enjoy things is now. You don't have to have that $200,000 budget to make a space that you love. You don't have to have a perfect situation to be able to change your surroundings. Your home is so important, and the things that you put in it have such an ability to impact the way we feel. And if you can put that intentionality and that love into your home, it's gonna give back to you. And you're gonna be surprised with what you're capable of. The more you use your hands and the more you get out there and you can transform your space, the more you'll realize, like, I can do hard things. I can do this. And you're gonna love it, I promise. So stop waiting, stop penning, start doing, my slogan, right? Get out there and get it done, and then send me a dang picture so I can see it and cheer for you.